guys, welcome back to the channel. How are you doing? Hope you had a great week this past week, as the market gave us plenty of opportunities to capitalize on. In this video, I want to talk about my analysis for the four major pairs: gold, EURUSD GBPUSD, and GBPJPY. I'll be starting off with gold from the weekly time frame and work my way down to the 4-hour time frame. Now with gold on the weekly time frame, we can see that this week has ended up bullish, but there's been a struggle between buyers and sellers, whereby price started moving strongly to the downside, and it got all the way to the 1970 area, and then quickly buyers were able to push price back up to the 2035 zone, and then has now closed between the 2007 and 2035 level. On the daily time frame, we can see that price got to the resistance here at the 2035 area, couldn't get above it, and then quickly formed a strong bearish candle, and that's more or less a bearish engulfing candle, which indicates that price could continue to the downside, which is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting the price to get to at least this 2007 area, and that is about 120 pip move, at least for now. And when price gets to this 2007 area, then we'll wait to see price reaction there. Possibility of price breaking that area to the downside, or price could bounce from there to the upside. So if we go to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that closely. We can see price again, when price got to resistance here at the 2035 area, giving off this spin back, came back down, closed below this level, which for me was an indication to buy, and then to sell, sorry, and then put my stop loss above this, the tail of the spin bar, and price came back up, but again from this engulfing candle, and closed back down and continued to the downside. I am expecting price to continue down into this 2007 area, and like I said, when price gets here, see how price reacts. It can either give us a buy signal from here. If price gives us a buy signal back up to the 2035 area, or price could break it to the downside, continue all the way to the 1990 area, and even further down to the 1970 area. So that's what I will be looking out for. So essentially for gold, our key area that we're looking out for is 2007 area. So the idea is identifying these key levels where price has tested previously, where there've been a previous reaction to, and waiting for price to get to those areas and see what sort of reaction you get. Sometimes it could be a buy reaction, sometimes it could be a sell reaction. You just need to have all the confluences that would point to the direction in which price would most likely head to, and that way you will be able to capitalize on the market. So most of these areas that I've identified are areas that have been tested previously, and I'm just waiting to see how price reacts to those areas, and that's what we're doing for gold as well. So we're just waiting for the 2007 area, and then we will take our trade from there. So if you're already in a sell trade here, all you need to do is to manage your trade properly. What I tend to do is, when price gets into this 2007 area, I will take partial profit. Then I will move my stops to break even, right, and see how price reacts here. If price gives a buy signal, and like price is moving to the upside, then most likely I will exit my trade even before it hits my break even point. But if price breaks this level and comes back to retest, or breaks strongly, gives a good sell signal, could enter more sell positions, move my stop loss just above the entry point, and ensure that the amount of profit that I am taking, my partial profit plus what I've moved my price to in terms of break even, would not be less than whatever stop amount I'm willing to lose if it hits my stop loss. So more or less, I will still be in a bit of profit even if price quickly reverses to the opposite side, in addition to the partial profit that I have taken. So that's how I try to manage my trade, and I encourage you to do that as well. So next, I'm going to go through Euro USD again from the weekly time frame and work our way down to the 4-hour time frame. So on the weekly time frame, we can see when the week started, we were bearish quite some time after price hit the 1.018 level. Price was able to move all the way down to the 1.076. Price couldn't break below this 1.076 area and started bouncing to the upside. So price moved all the way back to the 1.08 area and then started coming back down gradually. Right. So this I have to change. This is not the zone that I was expecting it to be. Sorry. This is the, let me change that. So that is 1.108. That's what I meant to say. So the 1.108 area, somewhere around there, right? So and that's what we're looking at. If we go to the daily time frame, we can see again what I said, price getting up to from here up to this resistance area and couldn't break above it, came back down to retest the 1.076 area there. Again, couldn't break below this and quickly retreated to the upside, breaking through this sort of resistance here as well at 1.084 area, and then price moving up all the way to the 1.18 area essentially. So that's 1.1018 area. Yeah. So that's where price has got into, and then again price started to reject to the downside, and I'm expecting price to get down to at least the 1.084 area. So this is our area of interest for Euro USD, and in this area of interest, two things can happen: either price bouncing from there to the upside, or price breaking through and then continuing to the downside. Right. So if price essentially breaks through and continues to the downside, you are seeing this sort of M-shaped pattern, right? Which, looking at the larger time frame, that's what you will be expecting to happen, right? And when we go back down, yes. So if price gets down there, if you're not already in a sell trade, or if you're not already in any trades at all on Euro USD, wait for price to get into this 1.084 area, and then if price gives us a buy signal, then we can be looking to enter a buy trade. Make sure you have other confluences that would align with the buy trade as well, and then you should be able to take your buy trades from there to the upside. And if price breaks this 1.084 area, then you can be looking to sell as well, as long as other confluences align up with your sell trade. So this is what we'll be looking at for Euro USD for the coming week. Hopefully we should be able to capitalize on it. So if you decide to sell, we should be looking at a profit of about 150 pips, and if we're looking to buy, we should be looking at about 160 pips. So almost the same both ways. So regardless of which direction price heads, we should be looking at a very good profit margin. So that's what we're looking at for Euro USD. Next, I'm going to talk about GBPUSD again from the 4-hour time frame, and then work my way down to the from the weekly time frame. I'll work my way down to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the weekly time frame, we can see the past week was initially there was this bearish move that got all the way to resistance at 1.254 area. Price couldn't break that area despite multiple attempts, and then ended up moving to the upside bullish all the way to resistance level at the 1.28 area. On the daily time frame, we can see that as well. We can see that price got down all the way to this support level at 1.254 area. There was this multiple attempts to break through but couldn't break through, and then price ended up bouncing all the way to resistance at 1.28 area, and then bounced from there and started moving bearish again. And if we, I'm just going to take this out. So if we go to the 4-hour time frame, yeah, so you can see that on the 4-hour time frame where price tried to break below this, and that's why I moved my stop loss to break even there. But price didn't continue this down move and ended up taking me out at break even, and then got all the way to this resistance area there from the sort of double top pattern, and then started coming back down. And now I'm expecting price to get into this 1.263 area, which for GBP USD is our area of interest. Our area of interest because we've seen multiple price reactions to that area here. We can see that when we move here as well. Price breaking through, coming back into that zone there, and you can see that here as well, and then price coming to break through that area. So I'm expecting price to get back there, see how price reacts, whether when price enters into this zone here, whether to give us a buy trade from here to the top that we can capitalize on, or whether it will break through to that area and then continue all the way to the downside, possibly to the 1.24 area. So this is an area that we need to closely monitor to see how price reacts to, and we can take our trade. So again, wait for your confluences when price gets to this zone. If everything aligns, then you should be looking to take your trade. Normally I advise for at least 3 confluences. So I use support, I use the supports and resistance areas where I've seen price reaction. I look at candlestick patterns as well to see price reactions, and then I use either trend lines or moving averages or RSI again as my third confluence, just to have a proper look at what is going on in the market. And then I look at the overall trend as well to help me pick a direction, especially when a good candlestick pattern forms at these significant areas. So lastly, I'm going to go through GBPJPY. Again, we go through the weekly time frame and work our way down. So on the weekly time frame, we can see price hitting resistance again at 188 area thereabout, and continue to the downside. Several times price tried to push back up, but there were more sellers pushing price back down. Price did get to the 178.8 zone where it tested about 2 times or 3 times, and price couldn't break below that area, and that is one of the areas that we will be looking out for as well. So you can see here price coming back down here to the 178.8 area, quickly bouncing, giving us this spin back all the way to resistance level at the 184.3 area. Price couldn't break break above that area, quickly came down again to retest the 178.8 area, and then form this sort of pin bar here. And all the way back up, price faced resistance at the 181 area, where it seems to be falling back down. So that's where we are at the moment. So moving to our 4-hour time frame, where I normally place my trades, we can take these trades in one of 2 ways actually. So we can either look at the 4-hour time frame where I'll be expecting price to come all the way back down to this 178.8 zone here and see how price reacts. If price gives us a buy signal from here, it will be a good indication to buy to the upside from this of W pattern. After having price test that area previously twice or 3 times even when you look at past history. And also there could be that possibility that price will get to this 178.8 area and then continue to the downside. So 178.8 area is one key area for us on GBPJPY. If we go back to the daily time frame and we look closely, we will be able to see that there is a resistance at the 181 area where price couldn't break above. Now, if on the daily time frame, the next daily candle is able to move up and break above this level here, which we can see was tested previously as well, so makes that a key area. So if price could move above that zone, bullish, from there and close above level, it should be an area where we can also look to take a buy trade to the upside, and then price would essentially have formed this sort of double bottom pattern on the daily time frame. So again, key areas to watch out for is the 181 area zone, okay, and then the 178.8 zone on the GBPJPY. And again, like I said previously, your confluences just has to match. Can't just rush into taking trades, otherwise you're going to end up losing your money. So this has been my trades, my forecast, my analysis for 4 major pairs. I hope you have found this video very helpful. If you have, kindly leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe to the channel for more analysis videos. Thank you very much for watching and have a great week ahead. Peace.
You know just what you do to me. Play my emotions like a pair of puppet strings.